that dwell therein. Lift up your head, O ye gate, and be ye lifted up, the everlasting doors, and the King of glory shall come in. Lift up your head, O ye gates, and the King of glory shall come in. Lift up your head, O ye gate, and the King of glory shall come in. Lift up your head, O ye gate, and the King of glory shall come in. Lift up your head, O ye gate, and the King of glory shall come in. Lift up your head, O ye gates, and the King of glory shall come in. Lift up your head, O ye gates, and the King of glory shall come in. Who is the King of glory? The Lord strong, mighty, and in battle. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Even though my foot dash upon a stone, I will not be moved. Let God arise and our enemies be scattered. In the time of trouble, he shall hide me. In the time of trouble, he shall hide me. When the enemy comes in like a flood, the error, he will lift up a standard all around about you. Lift up your heads, O ye gates, and be ye lifted up, ye everlasting doors, and the King of glory shall come in. And Jeanette, when I think of the goodness of Jesus, I don't know about nobody else, Yvette. I can't keep still. Yvette, I don't know about nobody else, but when I think about how hard the enemy's been fighting me, and I'm in the house of the Lord one more time, I just can't keep still. Given opportunity to stand at his feet and to see him face to face, I have some unresolved issues. I have some questions I have no answer to. I have some prayers that I submitted and he didn't respond. So I don't know about nobody else, Danielle, but I just can't keep my chill. I just can't stand in one place. I just can't act like I don't need God. But see, it's my job to get in his presence. It's my job to let him know I need something. It's my job to show him I have an emergency. It's just my pastor job to lead me. It's up to me to follow. If I started out with scripture, I'm trying to create an act. But we gotta be sensitive and know if I start with the word of God, it's the word of God that destroys. If we studied more, if we read more, we wouldn't be waiting for something else. We'll know we already have it. See, if we read more, thank you, Dan, if we study more, we'll know he's already here. So since I know he's here, I'm just going to open up my heart so I can hear. Since I know that he's here, I'm going to become receptive so I can receive what I was deposited in. So many times we leave out. may not get anything, Yvette, because we don't open up our heart. And when your heart is not open, you can't hear nothing. Okay, y'all. Rhea, I don't know where I'm going.
Just walk. Have your way.
Thanks, Mika. And see, oh my God. The Holy Spirit just told me there are some that don't want to be here because they ain't ready to change.
Come on, God.
Hey,
Come on.
Mika, Dana, let me talk to Dana because they think I got that. Hey, Dana. I'm going to give it to them. I'm going to do this for them. I don't hardly do this for them. But tonight I'm going to do this for them. So, Dan, I was taking a nap there. Okay. He told me don't go that way yet. He said if they force you to get here, they really don't want to be here because they know it's conviction here. And because it's conviction here, they're going to fight you not to bring them here because they ain't ready to change. See, as long as they can perpetrate and pretend that they're ready for change, they can get you to dig in your pockets until your pocket is empty. But when the anointing increases, they can no longer pretend that they want to be here. I don't want to come this way. I'm going my way. I like it. You're in trouble, baby. I'm going this way, Nick. I'm going to come back that way. I got to warm me up first because, Kevin, I'm shaking in my boots. Kevin, I'm shaking in my boots because I was taking a nap. And they told me my mother was getting discharged this morning, kid, and they didn't discharge her till after 5 this evening. So I jumped up out of my nap and got ready because I thought I was coming back home.
It's alright. You're about to help somebody.
Yeah, I thought you was on my side. Yeah, I'm going to do a ramble on you tonight. Troublemaker. So Sharia, I thought I was coming back home, so I got up, got ready, got dressed, and grabbed my bag and ran out the door. I don't care for none of you Austrians on your So I got to the hospital cab and sat out there for an hour and 15 minutes. I'm like, this the same spot I picked up before. Why should know I done seen everybody come out except for her. I didn't even call the nurse and told the nurse I'm down there. Because I couldn't go in because I had drip. So by this time now, after an hour, I go to the restroom. That isn't really that funny. I'm a bitch, y'all. See, I gotta walk this way because it's healing in this one. I gotta walk this way because it's deliverance in this one. I gotta come this way to show you the importance of fasting and prayer. See, I gotta set this thing up to make it pay.
It's the first day of kindergarten.
So, Rhea, I went down to the other level and I grabbed Drew out the back seat, and usually you can't park in that loop, you gotta get valet. But I'm talking about the favor of God. What had happened, Kev, the security I ran into that was checking me out with my show heads was the officer at the desk when I went in. Anybody else would have sent me back home and told me I can't stay there. Hey, Steve. So I said, hey! How are you? He said, I said, you was all on my outfit the other day. I just heard the Holy Ghost. Youth and young adults don't go back to school this year like you did last year. He said change up that thing. Young adults, y'all settled last year. Turn up the flame and... Because what y'all did last year ain't gonna be enough for this year. And if you know how hard you had to work last year to even make the honor roll, you know how much work is necessary to stay on there. Because God ain't selling for y'all just enough this year. God wants the more than enough, because He's ready to give y'all more than enough. That y'all never want for nothing. God is trying to bring y'all into a season of having more than they thought you'll ever have. So real. I said, where your restroom? He said, right behind here.
My God. Come on.
Came out. And they called me again. They said, well, where are you? We up here. I said, I'm down here. I said, I'm down here waiting for y'all. They said, no, we up here. I said, I'm coming right up there. Y'all just sit down. I don't want nobody to say I made y'all stand over an hour. Okay. Y'all know, after she read scripture, she let us stand a whole hour. No, I said stand for the reading of the word. It was up to you to know I was finished reading. So don't go tapping your neighbor when you leave out here and say, Pastor had us stand the whole service. The devil is a lie. You ain't want to be, oh, I hear you, Holy Ghost. You ain't want to sit down because you ain't want nobody to know. You was agitated. I know he coming to move tonight. I didn't need no confirmation. How many of you still waiting for it to be confirmed? Guess what? Let me tell you something. You don't need no confirmation when you've been to hell and back. You don't need no confirmation when you still sitting in hell in an Indian style. You don't need no confirmation. What do you do when God don't confirm it? You mean to tell me the only person who waits for confirmation is those who didn't believe the first word? The only people that are waiting for confirmation don't believe God said it. And guess what, baby? You can't activate what He said if you don't believe. And waiting on a confirmation, somebody can come behind what God has already said and confuse you. I told y'all to sit down. So, I get up there, Kev, and I'm sitting. Another half an hour. So, hold up, it's 6:22, I got church. Kev man called me at 6:45 and told me they was at the spot I just left.
Distraction.
Recorded. So I said, God, you must want to do something on tonight. To have me over here occupied. But let me tell you something. I never come out looking bad. Let me tell you something. I always come out prepared. So if I gotta go like this, I'm going. I never needed an iPad. I never need. So my sister said,
My God.
I called, I said, if you can meet me at my house and you stay with mommy, because I got to get to church.
My God.
Oh my God.
Holy Ghost, come on. Yes, God.
But you know when you talk to people that don't have the same passion as you,
They don't believe.
you know when your heart is full of compassion and the person you pour your heart out to had none.
Jesus. Come on.
Do you know the same person you go to for help that you did everything that you could possibly do for them, but when you need an emergency, they can't even lend a hand?
Oh my God. Yes.
Yes, God.
Listen.
All they'll have for you is a bunch of excuses because they really want to see you fall. All they have for you is a bunch of excuses because they want to see you drop the ball. But see, you got to show the enemy that you ain't got to show up, but I'm going to still get there. You ain't got to show up, but my bill's still going to get paid. You ain't got to show up, but I'm going to have gas in my time. You ain't got to show up, I'm going to eat lunch, and if I don't, I'm going to fast today. You got to show the devil. You got to show the devil that guess what? I never knew what it felt like to have an empty stomach. So today I ain't going to eat to appreciate an empty stomach. See, every now and then, you got to change up the can and let the devil know it used to work. It don't anymore. You tried it. So I said, okay. She said, well, you know I'm coming from such and such. And I said, okay. So Sharia, I said, hold up. Am I putting trust in a person's hand that's not responsible? Sometimes when we're in a hurry and want instant gratification and want things happen right away, we don't care who we trust with our plan. Because Kevin, what's in your hand, you suffered for. What's in your hand, you was talked about, lied on. You were persecuted. So you mean to tell me you won't trust them to drive your vehicle back to the house? And they don't pay tithes. No. The blood. And I said, hold up. To sit here and wait for her to get here, I'm not going to make it to church till about 7:30, 7:45. No, let me control the call. I'm talking to somebody.
Yes.
So what I did, Kev, I called back.
You helping.
And when I called back, I said, guess what? You're not going to make it to me in time. Because see, if I trust you to come, it's the enemy's job to throw everything in front of you because you're not thinking and I am. So he did. Oh my God. He had the one that's covered, but he don't cover the one that ain't. See, if I was stuck in traffic, he'll move traffic for me. But if one's still trying to fix, he ain't moving up for them. He gonna make them sick. So I said, hold up. You meet me at church. Because guess what? You can take as long as you want. Come to church. But I'm already where I need to be. relationship, Shanika, stop you from getting on time to church. How many of you are? I'm in a house. How many times do we allow people that are not consistent and don't love God stop us from getting to God? How many times are you going to keep worrying about if they coming, if they going to be on time? Every now and then you got to let them stay right there and show them the party's still going on without you. You still got to let them know, I'm going to breathe, I'm going to eat, I'm going to enjoy life without you. But I got to show more shakache. What you got to show them in this season, I'm better without you. What you... I see this ain't for everybody, but for the ones that is, make some noise. So many times we put our life on the line. Worrying about people who don't want to live. So many times we put our life on the line, getting caught up with people who ain't ready to go. Baby, you missed several seasons waiting for people that really weren't ready to go and not. He said when I say you put your life on the line, when you find yourself contemplating if I'm going to church or not. When you find yourself contemplating am I going to read my word while he's sitting there. Contemplating if I'm going to speak in tongues while he's standing in front of me. Baby, you better stop putting your life on the line and choose to live. You can't act holy at home because he don't like it. You can't act.
Ain't no message up there, it's you.
So, I said, bring it here. But when I got here, I realized I ain't have on right clothes. I realized I ain't have no iPad. I realized I ain't start doing my grandson's hair. I'm like, God, well, he said, but you got your tithes in your offering. He said, you got your license. He said, everything you left behind, Danielle, you didn't need. Because if you need it, wouldn't be behind you. It would be in front of you. Who am I talking to? How many times? So, what I'm dragging has become me because it's called transfer the spirit. So I was going fast, but the thing I started dragging slowed me down. I was moving at good speed, but the thing I thought I had to hand slowed me down. Guess what, Nicole? Not only did it slow me down, it made me turn around and go back from where I come from because it had a greater influence over me. Because, okay, since you asked, I got to answer you. Why is it so easy to go back to the familiar place? Because you was forced to come here in the beginning. Why is it hard for you to love God and I love God? Why is it hard? Because, see, I only came to please you and not God. Okay, y'all don't like that kind. Y'all don't like that kind. So when I got in the office with my armor bearer, I said, I ain't coming out this office. She said, what you doing about? I said, I don't have nothing. I said, you gonna teach tonight? She said, oh no. I said, well, come lay hands on my belly. She said, oh no, that's a great price.
Smart.
So I called the other armor bearer. I said, why y'all so happy? I said, why y'all so excited? You don't have no bags. I said, that's not good. I said, y'all shouldn't be rejoicing. But how about every now and then, God got to bring you out your comfort zone to show you the very thing you fear was already inside of you. How many times God has to bring you? Excuse me, out of your comfort zone to show you ain't nothing the devil can do to you. How many times do the devil have to bring you from a place of the thing you thought you needed to find out you really didn't need it? How many times God had to bring you from the thing you thought was helping you only to realize it just made you? Oh, can I tell you why some of you are so far behind? Because the thing you was dragged you. Can I tell you why some of you are so far behind? Because them you thought you needed and you didn't. If y'all caught it, I said, I'm going to change up for them. But even when you change up for them, they still ain't appreciated. Calming down, like I ain't gonna do too much, they gonna get upset. I ain't gonna get too much, they gonna get mad. If you don't stop continuing that praise, you don't know what that praise gonna activate. See, it was the enemy that always made you worry about what people call that quit your call, but they didn't know what you needed, only you. So don't never let people put your fire out. So, I stayed in the office, I came out and went back in. And Janetta said, what are you doing? She said, I'm getting ready to pray right now. As soon as you started praying, Abby walked through the door. Abby said, Angie, I'm going to grab her, you just push her. What am I trying to tell you? I don't think I got this thing. What I'm telling you tonight, I still think I need some things too. But as I help you, I'm helping myself. And as I help myself, I'm trying to help you. That's the only way I can prove to you it works. So here I am. As a consecrated life, I sat with God early this morning. And I sought him for tonight. How many of us wait till the show begin to practice? How many of us wait till it's our turn to rehearse? Baby, you should already be in a position with God. So whenever he needs you and have to call an emergency for you, you can leave home without all of your credentials and he still can use you. And he still can get glory out of your life. Because my ministers don't know I'm going to call them by random to preach. Just to see how much time they really spending with God. Because even though I had an emergency, I knew my priority was first. Evangelical, because I know about emergencies come up. I know about things happening off guard. But when you know about them, you always guard yourself to protect yourself, that you always be equipped and ready. The enemy should never catch you off guard or sleeping if you have a love relationship with Jesus. And the reason why he catch us off guard, we don't love him, we're just forced to. When you love God, you don't wait for hell to break loose to serve him. You don't wait until you're in a tight place to call on him. You make it a lifestyle, so even when it ain't bad, it's still good, and when it's good, it can be bad. But you just learned how to trust them in everything, praise them in everything, that nothing moves you anymore. How many of you still let the devil move you out of your spot? How many of you still let the devil move you out of position? When will you get to a place and say, I don't care how many times you bump up against me, I ain't going nowhere. Did y'all catch the ship? It's your ship there. So, when I sat with God, Roko Shababayaka, Roko Nayakane Shekebayakashi, Roko Babababayakane Shekeba. You got to spend time with God to know the voice of God. If you don't spend time with God, you'll never know his voice. So somebody could be standing you in your face, telling you what you need to do, and you fighting against them because you're looking at the person that's saying that. But have you ever thought about it was God speaking to you through them? Because God uses people, places, and things, and some of you still looking at me when God is talking directly to you. It don't change in this house. It gets better in this house. So as many times you come back hoping it change, it ain't going to change, it's going to get better. Let me tell you something. If you couldn't handle the heat last year, you ain't going to handle it this year. If you couldn't handle the chastisement and the rebuke 6 months ago, you ain't going to have it now. But see, guess what? I'm getting better. So, as I sat with God, Ebony, he said, teach the people why it's important to fast. Please sit down so I can teach this. Everybody. Gene just shook his head no. He done came late and still saying he caught on. That's a shame, all of y'all on the same page. Hold up. Hold up. You caught it, Gene. You caught it. Because the Bible said when they all get on one accord, the power and the glory, everybody is on one accord. Look. Now you're going to tap the neighbor and say, tonight is my night. Since we're all on one accord, something got to happen in this place. Hey, y'all, let me help you. If they didn't smile when you high five my man. Because nobody won't steal your joy. If they didn't smile more. If they didn't smile more. Pastor, why you tell me to move if they ain't smile? Because they ain't in agreement with my release. Okay, well, he gonna stay right beside them. And when it don't happen for you, you know they're gonna agree. You gotta touch and agree with me and believe. But if you frowning at me, you sure don't love it. Jesus. Say. Bears up. So he said, teach them why it's important to fast. Can I walk this for a little while? Yes. Take your time. No evangelical, because we ain't going home if I take my watch off. Don't cry when it's time for shut-ins during a consecration. I don't want to hear about you got to go home and you got nothing to do. Because during this fast, there's going to be some midnight prayers on Saturday. There's going to be some midnight prayers on Friday. God, I'm telling you. Ask and it shall be given. They say be careful what you ask for. Because when you get it, it might not be the way. Who's that back here hot right here? That's a little girl. Not you, lady. She hot. She pulled me right in the spirit. Okay. Okay. So, why is it important for us to go on a fast, Kev. Won't y'all sit down? Yes, everybody have a seat. Everybody have a seat. Everybody have a seat. Because standing, I might be too caught up in the hype and I get it. See, in the classroom, they make us sit after the Pledge of Allegiance. I just love my pastor. So why is it important that we fast? Kevin, the reason why it's important that we fast because what's inside of us got us in trouble. And what God is getting ready to do in our lives, He's going to do it before we get rid of it. Kevin, He's going to do it before we get rid of it, and then teaching us how to get rid of it, so once we get it, we won't give it back. He's teaching us on fasting because He's getting ready to do some things that the enemy ain't going to like. He's getting ready to do some things that the world said we never had. So in order for us to keep it and not let them make mockery out of it later, we got to fast to crucify the flesh. So when the enemy come back, he won't deceive us with what he going to dangle in front of us to make us fall short. So it's important to fast because what's in me attract the rest of me. Did I lose you? See, it's still some more you out in the world. It's some more you, what you like to do, what you used to do, how you did it is out there. So what's inside of you is what attracted that out there to make you become what you was out there. So what I have to do so I don't find myself back out there. Because you can be in here and still out there. You can be on the choir and still out there. Because you're singing, but you ain't sold out. You're dancing, but you ain't dancing for Christ. Some of us are dancing due to the drink we had the night before. Some of us are dancing due to the gossip the night before. We're not happy. We're just rejoicing over somebody else's defeat. Sometimes we're smiling, pretending we're happy so you don't know I'm going through. But see, it's what's inside of me that has me acting contrived to who He called me to be. It's the stuff inside of me that has me fighting against who I really should be. It's the stuff inside of me. And that's why it's inside of me that I became who I was. And God brought me here to become. But I'll never become. I'll never reach my full potential. I'll never have what God say I have because it's what's inside of me make me feel like I ain't qualified. It makes me feel like I'm not worthy. It makes me feel I don't know anything. But can I tell you, God gonna bless the less fortunate to show the fortunate that ain't the hand of God. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. God can ready bless you with the thing they said you couldn't have. God can ready bless you with the thing they said you couldn't afford. And the Holy Ghost just told me, He said they ain't say you couldn't afford it, they you said you couldn't. See. The right thing I'm about to move into, walk into, is the thing my money can't even afford. And see, the only way I can stay in it, because He's talking to you, is get rid of the I can't and the low self-esteem and the why God has to get what's inside of me out. Because I never went back to it, it found me. Because it knew I wasn't finished yet. Can I tell you, you still wrestling with your emotions, your mental, and your flesh because you ain't surrendered to the thing that had you tied up. You just came in here wishing on a star, follow where you are. But what you didn't know is, I don't care if you don't go here and you go over there, you still taking you with you over there. I don't care if you move to North Carolina, South Carolina, go to Memphis, go to Texas, you still taking you with you. You can go to North Dakota, South Dakota, I don't care what Dakota you go to, you still a coat. Coming up hurt. You still a coat coming up dirt. So when you rub me the wrong way, what's under my coat come out. When you say something I don't like, what's under my coat come out. And then I realized it really wasn't you, it was me the whole time. But as long as I kept running, Dita, as long as I kept running, I could always blame you.
Come on.
As long as I didn't have to look at me, I can keep blaming you. As long as I keep finding fault with everybody else, I keep blaming you. As long as I don't care how far I go, I keep blaming you. But it's not until I had to stand still and look at myself. Why is it necessary to fast? So God can show me me. So God can show me me. God has to show you so you can know that you really had what you needed. You just cashed it over to the pawn shop. You really had it, but you allowed your past mix with your present that messed up your promise. You allowed your past to run head-on collision with your present. And when it got to your present, it stole all of your gifts, your presents. It stole all of your presents. Because if only you would have kept following God, you would have received more gifts. Presents. Talents, presents. Wisdom, knowledge, presents. But we became idle with what tickled our fancy. We became occupied with what made us feel good, that we didn't even believe that was good up ahead, because sin felt so good, we didn't want nothing else. And God knows that the thing we're running on, operating on, can make us forfeit our next chapter. We'll get in that new house and act like God didn't do nothing for us. We get that new car and we act like we don't need them. No, once I get in it, I'm going to consecrate myself and go on 21 days, 40 days. I'm going to start reading like I've never been. Because once I fast, I got to stay empty, feeding it the right stuff now, so it won't pick up. What you saying? See, you know about this one. If you ride on a car empty, it pick up all the stuff off the street, mess up the engine. I lost y'all. What did you say, Pastor Carter? Once you empty out during your fast, you now got to feed it with something that's going to sustain you. Because if you don't put nothing in you, you're going to pick up. You're going to pick up toxic waste from your neighbor, your co-worker, your supervisor, your boss. Your husband ain't ready to live right. Your wife that's talking side-eye to you. And now you're bound all over again. What am I saying to us? Once we get clean, they come back 7 times stronger. Shanika, why is it important that I fast? So I can see clear. See, I'm operating and loving people behind stained windows. They stain. And due to the stain I can't see, I'm inviting everybody who really don't like me. Due to the stain I can't see, so I'm inviting everybody who I think love me. But it's the stains that I can't see that hard. It's the stains I can't see that motive. It's that stain. But once I fast, I realized you were Donkey Kong and not the one. Donkey Kong and you was all wrong. But see, we invite people out of emotions and feelings. That's why the Bible says no flesh can glory in my presence. The flesh can't glory in the presence of God because it can't hear God. It can't receive nothing from God. But if I come in here empty, I get my inheritance. I get my word. I get my instruction. But so many times we run out here and a head-on collision because we're trying to mix good with bad and light and darkness and it never work. And then we come in here frustrated because God didn't answer. No, baby, you went back to your farm and you went back to your dirt and you can't see the forest for the trees. But if you're ready to stop playing fiddle, fiddle, cat in the middle, the cow jumped over the moon, you have to fast. Because what's inside of you continue to put you on a merry-go-round and got you going in circles. You have to fast to get what's inside of you because it got you at the go-kart place, riding go-karts. You got to get what's inside of you out because it's going to keep on putting you on that roller coaster ride. And guess what? What's inside of you ain't coming out over an overturned hurricane. What's them Batman, Superman rides? It ain't coming out you. It's going to make you more dizzy and crazy because now you done jumped the stuff upside down. And now the stuff that was right here is in your head. And now the stuff that was in your head is in your belly. And the stuff in your belly is in your feet. And you crazy all over again. But you got jumped upside down. And then you wonder why you talking sideways again. You wonder why you ain't sleeping no more. You wonder why can't nobody get along with you. Because now you done let that ride turn you upside down. And the stuff that was almost out is now back up top. And the stuff that was in the middle up. I don't need nobody to shake me up. I need somebody to get me straight. I don't need nobody to keep stroking me. I need to get to a place I don't need nobody to be stroked. I need somebody to teach me how not to. Oh my God. I need somebody to teach me how to live without being stroked. I need to fast to know I can make it by myself until he send me some help and stop dressing myself up trying to force help on me. I need to fast. I need to fast because I need to stop operating in manipulation and deception, wanting a pity party. I need to fast because what's inside of me want compassion, want validation. So I sit around you like a soon puppy with his tongue hanging out of his mouth. Say, bah, 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 roof, 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 roof. So when you start barking, you you feel like it's my responsibility to go get the bone you should have buried. Why is it so important to fast? Because I'll keep playing the same old games. Trying to fool the same old people. And only get frustrated when it backfire on me. Some of you been playing Russian roulette with the devil too long. Some of you been playing with your destiny too long. Some of you been playing with your lives too long. And God loves us so much that he's ready to give us another chance to get what's inside of us out so we can stop thinking we need instant gratification and not willing to wait. Now we done jumped in it. We want to make it right. But that don't say it's right because we jumped in it. We jumped in it. God didn't put us in it. The ones you hung out with, you mad because they not there. That was never a part of the plan. You invited them. The family that ain't talking to you, that was never part of the plan. So they couldn't even come in this season. But you still crying over them because they ain't calling, they ain't texting. They weren't part of the plan. God had to remove them to show you yourself. Anything that hindered the hand of God in your life, he removed because his name is jealous. They were just trying to take the credit. And before that we could do it without a man. We felt like we need that man right there beside us in order for our bills to get paid. You got him and your bill's still jacked up. Your car payment's still behind. You ready to lose your mind because you gave up the behind too soon. Okay, boys.
Josh, you on the track.
And now we're trying to force something that never fit in the beginning. What I'm seeing in the spirit realm is a puzzle. And the edges of the puzzle is being lifted because it don't fit. And you trying to force it, but now you're frustrated because it don't fit. It don't go to your puzzle. It may belong to theirs, but not yours. When God is doing something bigger, you can't have small mentality around you. When God is doing something large, you can't have small-minded people around you. When God wanna bless you, you can't have people with poverty mentality telling you it's too much. You know, when you, let me do this later. Jig, the topic is why it's important to fast right here. Jig, when I first started to move to Orange Mills, it's tight but it's right. See, to get healing and deliverance, you don't get agitated by the truth you receive. To be made whole, you don't get bothered by the truth. You receive it because it's sent to help you get out of the bondage and erase and revoke the curse that's on you. See, curse come out of ignorance. Curse come out of rebellion. Curse come out of disobedience. So if I'm under curse, I don't know it because I work every day. I got a car, got a home. But you ain't got nothing that God gave you, baby. And nothing you had lasted because you're under curse. You can't enjoy the blessing of God until you do right and get from under the curse. So, Jig, I was in Baltimore County, but down there by Catonsville. Little townhouse. Little town. Bedrooms. The children's rooms look like shoeboxes. My room was okay, but not big. And I thought that was it. Oh. I had a balcony. I never had a balcony. I did. I just thought about hotel trip. We had to cancel. So I had a deck nigga and I had a whole field back there and it was good. But God was ready to do something big in my life. And I tried to take small-minded people with me. Yes. Niggas on my back. She about to get up here. Tiara, I had small-minded people around me. So I thought that was my permanent address. I thought that's where I was supposed to stay. But God brought me to that place to enlarge my territory and expand my cords with my faith. Because if I wasn't doing all what I was doing to get there, and I'm doing more than I ever done, so I know I'm qualified for my next. So, Dan, I said, my son told me, it's time to move. I said, oh no, we ain't going nowhere. He said, Mine, it's time for new. I said, He kept telling me, it's time to move. You ain't packed yet? I'm like, get away from here! How many of you tell your children to shut up when they talking truth? Telling you why that man at the house, why you talking to him, why you like her. She don't like you. She talk about you. Why you sleeping with him? Why he in your bed? Why he there? You know that ain't your uncle. You know that ain't your uncle. How is everybody my cousin? Cause they your best friend, they don't mean she gotta be my girlfriend. And that child telling you she ain't right, her heart ain't right. She jealous of you, she want what you have, and you won't listen to that child until it bites you. So, the Lord told me, Kern, if you're anointed and you pouring into them, why you don't think they are? If you wash their feet with oil and anoint their head with oil, why you don't think I can use them? See, I started anointing my children early. I did feet washing at my house every month, everywhere you at. I didn't just do it in church. I saw what worked in church work, that I took it home and made it work at home too. How many of you just living here and live different out there? How many of you scream holla, wow, 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 wow? Okay. So I thought that was it. So one day, no kids came to daycare.
What you say again?
Then no kids came to daycare. I said, not everybody sick. I had 8 kids. I said, not everybody sick. My son came downstairs. He said, mine ain't come because we got to go find our house, and if they was here, we couldn't go. That don't work. I looked at him like, well, where are we going? He said, I'll direct you. What I was doing, this is for somebody, they yelled I was going to the house every Sunday to the area I wanted to live in because the oil was still dripping on me. I went to... They yelled. Every Sunday, the presence was high.
My God.
We was the drip. So, I was mature in the spiritual realm to know that the heaven was open. So wherever the soles of my feet tread upon, I will go possess it. So I started going to Orange Mill and not even having Orange Mill money. I'm talking to you and Devin right here. I'm talking to you and Misha right here. I didn't have it. But my faith showed me my tears. My faith showed me my trouble. My faith showed me my persecution. And when my faith showed me everything I suffered already, I knew the price was already paid. You didn't need no cash for nothing. So everything you... So then, he said, I'm going to take you back to the places we drove to on Sundays. I'm saying, how you gonna take me? And we was all up in there. Let me tell you about the power of God. We was all up in Orange Mills, but it was only one part that I loved the most. He took me right to the same part, the same house that I pulled in the driveway in. Why it's important to fast. I had no time for TVs. I had no time for clicks. I had no time for circle. I had no time for family because I was on a mission. I knew once I accomplished the main goals, who's supposed to be will still be after I come back and say I'm finished. But some will don't. You can't go get them when you get the stuff. You gotta let them come back to you. Because if they don't come back to you and you get them, they ain't supposed to be there. So, I'll make a long story short. Why are you going this way, Holy Ghost? So, I moved in the house and the man said, stay here as long as you want to. Because see, I follow God and I have fast and prayed that I wanted a new home. Because I always prayed I wanted my life to look like Christ. I didn't want it to show off. I didn't want it so people could see me. I wanted my life to represent Him so when people could see me, they want God. If I'm lying, He can take me home tonight. So I never wanted things for myself. I never wanted somebody to say, oh, you look nice. No. I wanted it to show somebody else what God could do. So I moved in there and we lived there comfortable. I don't know why I'm here and I don't know where I'm going. But when you fast and pray, God will give you what you can't afford just because it was your desire. When you fast and pray, you'll find favor. Favor is more than money. You might can't afford it, but the favor on your endeavor life. Lisa, can I tell you what I just heard? Put you stepping out on faith, somebody would have came and handed you the check to pay off what you were stepping into. But, I know where I'm going. Smile-minded people. Thank you, Holy Ghost. But the people who don't have the mentality will walk you out of it instead of walking you into it because they can't see the blessing that's tied to it. So God told me, I got you, Holy Ghost. I got you. I got you, Holy Ghost. He told me don't get a real estate agent because she ain't had the faith. He told me don't go tell your family because they ain't got the faith. He said, make this between me and you. And if you make it between me and you, you're going to move in a place you couldn't afford. But when you go telling everybody, they're going to stop you from... Thank you, Holy Ghost. All I got to do is call on you. You help me. Jig. When I told my grandmother, she said, you don't have a stable job. She said, you can't move. Daycare is up and down. She said, it's not consistent money. God said, didn't I tell you don't share with nobody? He said, because they'll walk you out of it instead of into it. Let me tell you, how can you expect people who don't attend your church to tell you what God looks like? Allow somebody to dictate to you. They may come to your church, but they ain't open to receive what you receive. Even down to my husband. Let me tell you. Y'all know I get real. I don't know who's bored. He can tell me all he wants to. And I'm going to listen to give him that right. But I ain't going to follow because I know I'm here more than he is. And I know I pray more than he do. Because you got to spend time with God to let me know that God is speaking to me. Because a fool will lead you astray. I said it. So I don't care of the entitlement and the title. If you ain't living for God, you ain't living for the... Oh my God. If you ain't living for God, you living for the devil, and the devil want to see me fall. The devil want to see me stop. So I dare to follow our enemy. And the enemy will dress him up to look so good, smell so good, build real tough, but he ain't spent time with God. He can't take me nowhere. Let me lead you and you follow. Don't you know ending up with somebody who don't have a relationship and keep you stuck? can bring curses to your life. But you got to fast and pray to know who you sleeping beside. And then know how to pray to get them delivered even though they ain't. Because if you keep condoning, they don't find no need to get delivered. If you keep compromising, they don't see nothing wrong. But when you surrender and say, not until it look like God, feel like God, walk like God, talk like God, I ain't giving in. You're giving too soon. As long as it feel good. Addiction. As long as I ain't got to face reality. Addiction. As long as I ain't got to look at myself, addiction. Because the moment he leave, you in a masquerade. That's why it's important to fast to get all of those ungodly soul ties destroyed from off of you, because you still you. Oh my God! No. Can I have something to drink? Because some of you only with him so you can stop thinking about him, and some of you just with him because it's just. I had a man that tell me he only got married to stop thinking about me. He said he's not happy. And he thought marrying her, he would stop thinking about me. And only married her and think about me more. It's in the house, because why would the Lord come this way? And whatever he said, I got to speak whether I like it or not. I don't like telling my business, but if it's going to help somebody, I'm telling you. Because it ain't about me, it's bigger than me. See, I want to get off of Maryland Avenue, so if it means exposing, I got to expose it. I don't want to stay here. I'm tired of seeing a different face go on stage. What am I saying? When you get tired of being ashamed of your stuff, you can get delivered. What am I saying? When you get tired of beating up on yourself for the mess and the mistakes you made, you can get healed. But we sit in here and act like we got it all together. And no, we need Jesus just like yesterday. We need him every second, every minute, every hour. But we're going to sit here and squeeze our butt cheek and look at me like, who you talking to? But baby, the last time I checked, he said we all fall short. The last time I read, he said, whoever say they without sin, they is a liar. So it ain't no perfect person, it's a perfect God. But he trying to come after imperfect people to make their life halfway perfect. How can I get there? Fasting. Let me talk to somebody right now. Just because you made a mistake, you're not a mistake. Some of you think you made a mistake, you're a mistake. And thinking you're a mistake, you ain't fighting up to change your mistake. You think you're a mistake. As a result of thinking you're a mistake, you don't even think you have what it takes to get up from your mistake. So as a mistake, you don't fight back, you settle. As a mistake, you let people treat you how they want to treat you, talk to you any kind of way because you're a mistake. And as a mistake, you don't even feel qualified to still be living. A mistake. So a mistake is convinced that they're always good for just messing up. So they don't even think about getting up because they're afraid of making another mistake. But when we fast, we get all of that stuff out to let me know the stuff that made me make mistakes is now gone. I can do better. And what hurt a lot of us from getting healed, we look at everybody that hurt us like somebody hurt us before. So since you've been hurt all your life, you can't trust nobody in here to help you because you always remind of who hurt you. So when somebody starts getting close to you, you back up and stay out of here because they're getting too close because everybody got close hurt you. Brittany, you is busy. Come on. Ushers, work, movement, and a shift mess up the flow. So if everybody betrayed you, lied on you, backstabbed you, when you get to a place of somebody loving you, because of all of that's inside of you, won't allow them to love you, you'll push them away and then say it's their fault. You'll push them away and then wonder why they ain't hugging you no more. Wonder why they ain't speaking. Why should they continue to speak when you keep growling at them?
Come on.
Why should you continue to speak when they roll in their eyes? The Bible says present yourself friendly so you can have. So it's not my fault that they ain't hugging you, they ain't speaking to you. What did you do? What did you sow? You know we put all these expectations, Kevin, on everybody else, and the expectations we put on them, we won't get up and do for ourselves. Ron, you know how we expect somebody to do something, but what God expects out of them, they won't even produce. But they expect you to do it for them. Somebody expect you to give them lunch money. You knew you was coming here and we had to eat lunch. Why you ain't bring your money? Well, why you expect me to buy you lunch when you left home knowing you ain't had no lunch money? How you gonna go out to dinner and eat my food and know we was going to dinner? You knew when I invited you to dinner, you didn't have money. So you should have said, I can't go this night. I might can go the next time. But I'm going thinking I can eat out of your plate. No, why do you think that? So now you only went to eat out of my plate, but you already knew you didn't have money. You should have said, are you sharing or are you treating? Not get there and make me feel like I owe you. But if I fast and pray, I will get rid of that poverty mentality, expecting you to curb me. And Lord, I gotta curb myself in order to eat. I just heard that Holy Ghost went down. And parents, you gotta stop that behavior because your children will start acting like it. And your children only do it because they see you do it. You passing down the curve. So if my children are watching everything I do, if my children listen to everything I say, if the children watching my moves, then I gotta change it if it ain't right. Let me ask a question tonight. Is what you doing God is pleased with? Is God pleased with your lifestyle right now? I'm going to ask this. Okay? If he's not pleased, you're in sin. So if you're in sin, it's what's inside of you that's making you comfortable. And what's inside of you don't convict you. And you fight against truth because you are not convicted until you get the truth. The only person, Yvette, who fight truth is that person that's convicted by the truth. They love you, hug you, embrace you. If you ain't messing with their sin. If you're not telling them the truth. But the moment you tell them you ain't coming in my house, weeded up, smoking weed, drinking weed, smell through my house, dirtying up my carpet, bringing everybody in my house, you don't pay bills, they ready to make you look like the bad person. You smell the alcohol. They putting the milk on the stove and putting the pot in the refrigerator. They so hot. And you standing there watching them mess up, all in the nod. You smell it on their breath, and you say, oh, no. And you believe them because you don't want them to fight you. You in the situation you in now by condoning and enabling their mess. And wonder why they went back to doing it, because they thought they had you fooled. Why is it important that I fast? Because by fasting, the enemy know to change his mind by the time he pull up at my house. The reason why it's important to fast, because when the enemy consider me, he got to come correct. It's important to fast, because those who used to get over on me can't get over on me. The one who used to deceive me can no longer deceive me. The one that used to lie to me can no longer lie to me. The one that used to get over on me can no longer. How long will you continue to be their puppet? How long will you continue to be the victim? How long will you continue to be the puppet on a string? They dictating to you and you're not dictating to them. How can somebody move up in your house that you've been paying for years, tell you who you can like and who you shouldn't like, who you can speak to and who you shouldn't speak to, where you can go? But see, now they're trying to control your life because the life you're living now expose their life. People only fight against your good place, your quiet place, when they're miserable. Good people don't find wrong with good people. Good people encourage you to hang around good people because it makes you better. Anybody discouraging you, trying to distract you, pull you away from good people, they want to see you do bad. Because if they wanted to see you do good, they will make your bad right. What are you saying to me, Pastor Carter? Somebody that love you, care about you, ain't going to let you live in sin. They're going to say, let's fix it. Or they're going to tell you, you go here. Don't, I ain't going to invite you to Melba's. They going to tell me, you go home. And guess what? They ain't even going to tell you where they going because they know you're going to want to go. So they will just say, see you tomorrow. But let me tell you, a real friend ain't going to tell you they going to the club. A real friend going to tell you, I'll see you tomorrow. But the one that's not a friend going to say, I'm going to the club only to see if they can entice you to go. Because they never wanted you to live right in the beginning. Is it important? Why is it important that I fast? So I can stop being deceived by people who supposed to be. Supposed to be. Supposed to be mean they really not who they say they are. They just being in the meantime until I slip. They just being in the meantime till I fall. They just being in the meantime till they no longer can control me. They just being, and once they find out they no longer have a hold on you, they stop being. That's why he looking like he looking. That's why she sound like she sound, because they've been exposed. Oh, you sound different. You look different. Know why? Because the scales that came off your eyes, and it don't sound like Teddy Pendergrass, we can all go some more. Smokey Robinson. Can I tell you, just because you listen to gospel don't make you holy? tell you because you speak in tongues don't mean you holy? Can I tell you because you do all this, you ain't holy? Sometimes all of that is just a cover up to keep somebody else from seeing you bleeding. When we fast and pray, we don't care what they think about. I'm getting to the altar because I need help. I still have trouble.
Come on, God. Come on, God.
I still have a problem with my flesh. So even though I'm fasting, I still need a push. Even though I'm trying, I still need a push. But the moment I sit down and act like I don't need help, I'm comfortable in what's hurting me, and I don't want to be healed. Some of y'all family members only come to keep a roof over their head. They live in your house, and they only come because if they don't come, you're going to put them out. How you know that, Pastor Carter? Because it's been past 30 days and they ain't changed yet. They still lying. Oh, I'm going to change. Just stay with me. I'm going to change. I'm going to get right. Give me time. Be patient with me. You beating up on me. You judging me. They are the deceptions of the enemy. Anybody who say they judging, you judging them, that's a demon. Because as long as they make you feel like you judging them, their intentions to make you back up to leave them alone. Anybody who used that statement is a demon. A whole one. Know why? Because if they make you feel bad by saying you judging them, they're going to use everything about you to help them, enable them, condone them to help you compromise. You judging me because you go to church all the time and I don't go. Give me a chance. You judging me because you over there. I ain't got to be over there. You judging me. No, baby, you got a demon and you ain't trying to come over there. So you want me to shut up about talking about my Jesus, because every time I talk about Jesus, I know you want me to stop talking about my church because it makes that demon angry. I know you want to stop talking about my pastor because it makes that witch upset. I know you want me to stop talking about my choir because you ain't got none. I know you want me to stop talking about my husband because you ain't married. I know you want me to. I hear you, Holy Ghost. I hear you, Holy Ghost. It's important that I fast. So I don't get moved by unchurched people that's in church. Let me tell you, church folks have a problem with the Holy Ghost. Church folks only good for quoting scriptures, not living them. Church folks only good for telling you what Matthew, Mark, and James said, but they ain't living Matthew, Mark, and James. Church folks don't know about living holy. Church folks only gossip. Church folks only backbite. Church folks are adulterers. Church folks are whoremongers. Don't let a church. Church folks. The deaconess will sleep with the pastor in the church. The secretary sleep with the pastor in the church. Church folks. Oh my God. Church folks is good for sin. Because there's no conviction. Because they cover it up and condone it. Deaconess and deaconess. Deacon. So, church folks are always put the finger at holiness because they fall from it. Church folks will always point at what's right to make you think it's wrong, to take the attention off of them. He wouldn't keep attacking you if he was church. Because church folks don't attack, they love. Holy people, anointed people, he don't have no Holy Ghost. Because if he had the Holy Ghost, he wouldn't even touch you. Because the Bible say, touch not my anointed, do my prophet no harm. But he trying to get your girls to turn their hearts against you, and it didn't work. So he keep attacking you to make you I don't know. Why is it important to fast? He only messing with you because you're ready to say I do. Why is it important? important that I fast? So I know the people that's balking at me can't bite me. Why is it important that I fast? Because I know they got all balk and no bite. Why is it important for me to fast? To know that every reaction don't need a response. And every response don't need a reaction. But if I'm not crucified in my flesh, I'll keep on reacting. If I'm not crucified in my flesh, I'll keep on responding. Don't give them my last word, cinnamon and cardiac arrest, because you're quiet. Send them in cardiac arrest by not responding. And when you don't respond, they're going to try to figure out is you okay. If you done lost your mind, then you're going crazy. You make them nervous by not saying nothing. You make them comfortable by responding. When you don't respond and don't react, they get away from you because they think you're crazy. Oh, she done lost her mind. She usually always run out her mind. She done gone crazy because she always got something to say. Oh, she done switched up. But baby, the way more only get to living when you close your mouth. My time is up there. If you would have been quiet a long time ago, he wouldn't have a chance to hide. But when you close your mouth, you confuse the enemy that he had no place to hide because you sin. See, as long as you talking back, they don't think you on time. It's when you get quiet that they know you sin. It's not when you keep on trying to prove your point that you convince them. It's when you close your mouth, you try to figure out how much you know. See, he don't think. Because he figured if you knew something, you wouldn't be talking to him. He figured if you were really on to him, on to her, you wouldn't be talking to him. But you talking to him has already convinced him you don't know what you're talking about. But when you stop talking, you can hear what God's saying, and he'll teach you how to do something different to confuse the enemy.
Yes, Lord. He'll give you all the answers.
Let me tell you, the more you fight, the more power you give him to think it's okay. You know how you tell a child don't do something, they're going to do it anyway just because you ain't told them. That's just like your husband. That's just like your child. That's just like whoever you fighting. Because they going to prove to you ain't nobody. And that's what these stubborn men trying to do, prove. We can't tell them nothing. But they going to get bit, they going to get hurt, and they going to get stripped. Because the Lord ain't going to continue to allow us to be deceived, to keep pouring out, and they not listening. He got to now demonstrate while we close our mouth. He can't demonstrate while we still trying to save him. Well, we got leave him. Close your mouth. Because you being quiet going to bother him more than you talking. Everybody standing. Put your hands together for Jesus. Put your hands together for Jesus. Let me tell you something. Why is it so important to fast? Because you're going to be tried. And you're going to be tested. And if you don't fast, you're going to fail the test. Can I bring it on home to close out? I went to the ATM machine Saturday. Nika, and when I got to the screen, it said $10, $20, $50, $100, $200, $300, or other. So the screen was already up and the card was already in the machine. I pulled the receipt, and the receipt said $9,545.39. That's why it's important to fast. And I just finished taking Drew and my granddaughter birthday shopping. Thank you, thank you. And I sat there like, oh, I get all my money back. And I ain't gonna be broke. I sat there like, what I can do with all this money? And when you live a life of fasting and prayer, even when your flesh starts talking, you'll hear your spirit louder. And the Holy Spirit said to me, it ain't even worth you cursing the money you're about to get for this little bit. So I thought $9,000 was a lot, but when he told me it ain't worth cursing, that means he got triple the amount of what I was ready to cut. But I was only reminded what he tried. It didn't work. I took that card out of there and put it right up on top of that machine and made my deposit and got away from there. I wasn't even going to follow her to find her. Why, Pastor? Because my heart towards it wasn't even right. I just helped somebody. Why would I take her card or him his card when I sat there and contemplate whether to withdraw? Because the spirit that I was operating with would have manifested. I didn't even know you was here. Would have manifested. And even though I gave it back, the spirit that I was contemplating would have been already in me. So I put it. Because what I did was the spirit that tried to get me through the card. I sent it back to Satan. It was a setup from a get up. But when you're anointed, you don't fall for the setup. When you think, how many of you fall for the trap? One more drink ain't gonna hurt. Come on, roll up this joint. Come on, let's go to the club. Now is having karaoke night. You ain't got to drink, just let's have karaoke. They already know you want to sip, but you've been talking about it for the last 2 months. Give me some worship. Put your hands together for Jesus. What's this message today tonight? Teaching on time. So, y'all know God been sent for this house. Because he sent me just like this, right? No iPad, no message. So if all this while you thought it was me, who is it tonight? Sometimes it has to be shown for what you question to prove is a lie. Today, spending time with God. He gave me instructions, Keith. I want everybody to get the purpose-driven life by who? You got your book? Who got that book? Rick Warren. Who got your book? You got your book? Any y'all? Everybody write it down. Rick Warren. I want the whole church reading this during fast. Everybody. The purpose-driven church. I'm thinking about the church. The purpose-driven life by Rick Warren. Let me tell you something. This ain't mandatory. It's for the hungry. It's for the thirsty. And then I'm going to give a copy of the fast out. Just the order. We're going to start our consecration with anybody got a calendar? Pull your calendar. You know it's going to be logic, Kev, because if I say the first Monday and the first Sunday in September, that's Labor Day. That ain't even logic. Because we're going to have cookouts and we're going to do all that stuff. And we're going to make somebody lie. So what we're going to do is do it the following week, the 9th. And we're going to start. I'm going to have the ushers give out these. But the Lord told me to call all my seed sowers for the last 2 weeks to the altar. If you sow seed,